Joe Hopkins here, and I went to see the Warning concert movie, right? If you can't tell, I'm getting over a cold, but I really wanted to see it. So the last day it was in theaters, I sucked it up and drove to the 2.5 hours to the theater where it was playing. My brain ain't braining. I'm trying to put words together, right? So yeah, I would have seen it sooner, but I got sick. Excuse me. I'm pretty much better now except for the cough. So anyway, I went down there to see it, and they really don't want you to film in the theater. Obviously, I guess, but I did, so I didn't get clips except for this one. Yeah, had to get that one. The scream there, so I did get that. But I'm going to tell you, this is supposed to be coming out on streaming. I'm hoping they run it further in theaters, like maybe expand how many theaters get it. It'd be nice, except they might not. I don't know how well attended this was overall. The night I went, it was me and maybe 7 or 8 other people, and two or three of them that were there left. So I don't know. I guess they thought it was a movie. I guess they didn't know what it was. A couple people had, the music started. They're sitting there watching it for a couple minutes. They sat through all the previews, and then when the music started, they left. I'm like, what the hell? By the way, terrible opening act. Half an hour of previews. That was the opening act. I don't know why they do that. You're at the theater, and then they have commercials for the theater. But anyway, whatever. So the concert, the movie's about an hour and 54 minutes. That's with credits and everything, right? So the set I saw the last 2 times I went to see them, because I saw them twice on this Keep Me Fed tour, which is the same tour. It was pretty much the same concert. It really kicked ass though. You go to the movie, you get to see one of the best sets, period, that they had on this tour. And, it was filmed over 3 nights. Apparently they sold out the Auditorio Nacional 3 nights running. That's kind of a big deal. They're not filling those types of venues up here, but in Mexico, yeah, they could fill that 3 nights in a row in Mexico City. So anyway, there was a little bit difference, right? It wasn't exactly the same set. There were a couple things they put in there that were a little bit different. They had, excuse me. They did this one really cool thing. They had one outfit change right in the middle where they were wearing those red outfits. They go off stage, and there's this little bit where they, there's something, I forget what was going on with that. But anyway, they come back out. Oh yeah, they had this guy sweeping up the stage and stuff like that, and it was like this whole little bit. And then they come back out, and they're dressed in these like suits with puffy shirts and sunglasses. And the cool thing is the sunglasses, I guess at least Paulina's had a camera in it, so you can see everything from her point of view behind the drum kit. That was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. And then they go back off, and then, the guy comes out and sweeps, and it turns out he was like a guest drummer. They were, so he played the drums on the next song so that Paulina could, run around the stage and sing and stuff. I hope I'm not spoiling it too much for you guys. But that was different than what I'd seen in the shows I've been to of theirs. The other different bit was Daniela did this little solo instrumental guitar piece. You could tell she's not an improvisational guitarist, but she's showing that her lead skills are much improving. Like she did this nice little blues number, clean guitar, real, atmospheric. It was good. It was really good. The girl can really play quite well. Yeah, I was impressed. I really liked that. That was a nice little piece that she did, this little instrumental bit. And it was kind of neat. She basically starts playing the chords, and I guess they have a looper, and then she's like playing the stuff over top of it, and then keyboards come in at some point. It was nice. It was a good piece. Other than that, other than those things, it was pretty much the same show that I've seen twice already, and I don't mind seeing it again. I gotta say, I still think Ashes to Ashes is just, or Ash to Ash, or no, Dust to Dust, sorry. Like I said, my brain ain't braining. I'm still a little sick. Dust to Dust is such an amazing song. I could watch him play that live over and over again. And you gotta see the live version of that song. The recorded version is good. The live version is always great. Whatever live clip you get, they do it so great live. Same thing with Evolve, much better live. I kind of wish they dig a little bit further into their back catalog. You know, their first 2 albums a little bit more on some of these, maybe on the next tour. Like, do a little bit longer set, go into your back catalog a bit, because I love a lot of the songs off of 21st Century Blood and Queen of the Murder Scene. I don't think I'm alone in that either. I think a lot of you guys like that stuff too. And, you know, just like in both the shows I saw, they closed with Automatic Sun, which is such a great song. I really love that song. I loved the hell out of it the first time I heard it. Plain and simple, this is one of the best bands out there right now. They're amazing live. Their songs are so good, so catchy. For the most part, their songs aren't exactly complicated big pieces or anything. You know what I mean? They're not one of those bands that do a lot of complicated stuff. It's very simple, but it's perfectly well done. Unbelievably hooky. Everything they do, just it gets in your head. It's all earworm. You know what I mean? But it's not in an annoying way, and it doesn't feel like it's in a cheap, cheesy way either. Like, they're legitimately really good songs, and they do so well live. They are such a good live band. They are well worth going to see, or in the very least, check out the movie here when it comes out on streaming, or if it goes back into theaters. If you have another chance to go see it in theaters, that would be great. The theater I went to, I felt like they could have turned the volume up a little bit. It was really a little on the quiet side. You could hear the movie in the theater next door just a little bit. You know what I mean? I get it, there are other theaters around, but it wasn't turned up as loud as if you went to see an action movie. If I went to see The Avengers, it would be louder than that, which was a little annoying. They could have turned it up some. But overall, great show. I'd love it if they would do one for IMAX. That would be great. I've said that before. I really think concert movies would be great in IMAX. But overall, I had a great time. Absolutely amazing show. They also have a live concert that they filmed and put on YouTube if you want to check it out. It's pretty good. But I'm waiting to see what streaming this one is going to be on. I'm definitely going to watch it on streaming. So there you guys go. I don't know when they're going back on tour. I think they're supposed to be doing another album, something like that. Apparently also they have this concert is also a double live album that they're putting out on CD, and you can get like limited edition vinyl and stuff. I might look at that. I might look at what the vinyl costs. I like records, and I only get the you know, the stuff I really like on record, and I really like this one. So yeah, check it out when it comes out on streaming. I know I'm gonna. And yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. I love y'all. Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.